Hi everybody. In order to celebrate my 100 subscribers, woo! I thought maybe it could interest some of you to see the place where I record my covers and the hardware I use and the guitars I have and so on. So I will do this video in English. I'm French. I'm from Toulouse in the south of France, but I guess that many of my subscribers are everywhere in the world, so English is better, I think. So maybe we could start by this is just a small room. This is just a small room in my flat where I've got all my guitars, bass, amp, and two PCs. In fact, this one is my PCs under Windows 10. For the covers, I only use it for the video editing. Like you can see, I use the Sony Vegas Pro 13, and I do all the video stuff with this software. The main PC is a Mac. In fact, it's not a real Mac. It's a Hackintosh. So it's iOS 10, but installed on a PC. It works really well. In fact, this is like if I had a MacBook Air. And on this Hackintosh, I use Logic 10 Pro to record all the tracks. So you can see I always put the main tracks, the original tracks. You can see this is the tongue of fire, and then I record all the tracks. So one guitar for Samos on the left, one guitar for Samos on the right, his sound part, additional guitar 2, and the bass. And in the end I add some plugins and stuff, compressor, distortion, EQ, reverb, and do a mix of everything. I just overmixed my instruments so that you can hear them better. I think it's the goal of the cover to hear what is played in the track. For example, if you want to hear only my instruments, I don't know if you can hear it really well, but this is my instrument, and then if I had the original track, okay, so this is how it's done. So once all the tracks have been recorded on the Hackintosh, then I export it in WAV or MP3, it depends, and then transfer it on this PC and use the track, and then I had the different video parts. So initially I used to record once at the same time the audio part and the video part. It was a huge work to do, because each time you make a mistake, you have to stop the video and also the audio, and it was a lot of work. For the 4, 5, 6 maybe last covers, I make this in two parts. First, I record the audio, so I'm quiet with the audio part, and once the audio is done, I just do a playback, a video playback. In fact, I record the video part, and so that's why maybe you can see in the last videos maybe some little stuff that are not really in sync between the video and the audio part. but this is really easier for me to do like that now. So this is the Hackintosh. So I use some monitors, standard monitors. My audio interface is an RME Babyface, a really nice interface. For the vocal part, I don't do many vocals, but once I do them, I use a preamp, which is a Art Tube amp, which is a nice small preamp to add a little more warmness to the sound, to the vocals. Here is the mic, which is a T-bone, so a quite cheap mic, but it does the work. So it's a nice one. It's okay for me, at least. I'm not a singer, so it's okay for me. And then for the keyboard, sometimes I use this one, which is the one of my girlfriend, but usually I use the small. Okay, no problem. I use a small keyboard, a MIDI keyboard. I have it for a really long time. It does the work too. It's not a really nice one, but it's okay for the use I have with it. So now the guitar and amp. So the amp is Hughes & Kettner Grandmaster 36 head, and I've got a Palmer cabinet with one V30 Celestion inside. This is a really great amp, very versatile. You can do a lot of things. It's got tube in it, and it also have an effect module inside, so you can have the best of both worlds with the warmness of the tubes, and also the ability to add some effects like delay, chorus, and so on. I use it with the pedal board, which is the one which is made to work with the amp, which is a really practical way to use and to use the amp and navigate through the preset. And also I use an iPad with a remote application, which allows you to design, in fact, the sound here, and to store it into preset and then transfer them to the amp, or transfer the preset in the amp back to the iPad. So it's a really nice feature of this amp. For my chorus, I mainly use not the amp. In fact, I mainly use a virtual amp, and my preferred one is a Lepoux plugin, which is the Legion virtual amp by Lepoux, with Le Cabinet, and I use some impulse file, like Catharsis for example. So this is a really easier way to record and to tune the sound exactly like you want. So now the guitars. The guitar, my main guitar, in fact, is this one, which is my custom guitar that was built by a luthier, which is called Paprika, here in Toulouse. She's a nice girl, really nice girl, and she works like there's no words for that. So it's a totally custom one, built on my specs. I put the best of what I could find inside this guitar. With all the woods are 5A grade. You've got maple, spaltin maple. I don't know the word in English. The noyer for the intermediate level, and alder for the back. Barnacles pickups. Emerald, Irish Tour, and I don't remember the name of this one. It's my guitar. I'm in love with it. It's a really nice instrument, the best guitar in the world for me. Now I've got here my electroacoustic guitar, which is a Nyers, which is a Canadian brand, if I remember well, but it's built in Vietnam, I guess. Really nice guitar with a rich sound, really rich sound, Fishman pickup, and this is a brand Andy McKee. I don't know if you know Andy McKee, which is a nice acoustic guitar player, and Andy McKee used to play with some IR's model, so that's mine. It's handmade. The next guitar is this one, which I use in some covers. It's my real first nice guitar I bought myself with my money when I was a teenager. It's an Epiphone Les Paul Plus. It's what made in 1994, and I put, as I'm a Slash diehard fan too, I put Seymour Duncan Alnico 2 Pro humbucker. The same mics and same pickup as the Slash. So that this guitar is with me has been with me for more than 20 years now. I love it. I think I will never sold it, or that's my great guitar. A guitar that you can see a lot in the last covers, which is my 8-string guitar. It's a Chinese guitar. It was I wanted to test what Chinese guitar were, and if they worth the money. So it's a copy of Black Machine B8. I had an issue with it when I received it. In fact, the neck was totally was not broken, but this part was it suffered during the travel. So my luthier Paprika just corrected, and she had to also do a fret leveling, adjust the truss rod, because this part is totally not done by Chinese workers in the factory. There's no tuning at all. So you have to, if you try to order some guitars in AliExpress or stuff like that, the craftsmanship is not bad. The mic are not terrible, but okay. The tuner, the tuning pegs are. I only have this one, which is not a really good one. The others are correct. And but if you order, you have to go to see a luthier to do a fine tuning of the guitar, and then after that it's totally playable, and it's a nice guitar. I like it, and you can hear it on my covers. One other thing to say is that normally on 8-string guitar you have a scale of 27, 28. On this one, I think Chinese workers don't even know that there are different scales. So in fact, this is exactly the same scale as the 6-string model in their factory. So you have only 25.3, which is really short for an 8-string guitar, especially for the lower chord. So I had to put a strong gauge on the lower chord, like 80. I got 80 on this one, 44 I think on this one. So in order to try to compensate, in fact, the shortness of the neck. So this is the 8-string guitar. Another guitar I just bought recently, just to have a jazz blues guitar in my rack. It's a cheap Ibanez, but it's a nice one. I like the feeling of the neck, and you can really have with a good amp, you can really have a nice guitar, a nice jazz guitar fusion, and blues sound with it. Other guitar that you can see also in my latest covers, which is Dean ML 79. I bought recently too. I bought it because I never had a metal guitar, in fact, so a black one, and never had a guitar with a Floyd Rose. So I wanted one, and I love Dimebag dial too. So this model is really nice. The neck is not really thin, but it's not a problem for me, like because I'm used to play with the Les Paul, which has also a big neck. What I changed just on this one is that I put EMG 81 on the bridge and EMG 60 on the neck. So that's it. I use it mainly for Samos parts, in fact, because Samos used to play with Jackson or ESP Eclipse or Randy Rhoads. So guitars in this with this mood, with this metal mood. And one of the last guitars also I bought, which is I always wanted also a Stratocaster, and recently I had the opportunity to buy this one, which is an American Stratocaster Jeff Beck signature. Really nice sound. With a noiseless single coil picker, and it's a Strat, so you can really have the typical Hendrix sound, Jeff Beck sound with it. I didn't use it on a cover for the moment, but maybe sometime if I need this kind of Stratocaster sound, I will use it. And finally, the basses. So this one is not mine, it's to a friend, which is Frédéric Blanchard, that you can see in the Spec the Night Spirit cover. He lent it to me. This is a PV, I don't remember the model, you have it in the description of my covers. A six string bass. I like it, it's more or less a cheap bass for a 6 string. But I really like the feeling you have with it and the sound, and the neck is really thin, so it's nice to play. So this is a 6 string, and then I have two 4 string basses, which is my main one is this one. It's a Fender Jazz Bass made in Mexico. Standard. I just put some stickers in it because I played in also a punk melodic punk band with 2 friends. So we are fans of NoFX, Rancid, and so on. But a part of that, this bass is totally standard. It's a nice bass. You can play anything with it, in fact. And the last bass I recently bought is this one, which is a Dan Electro DC bass. Why did I bought this one? It's because it's the same bass that Fat Mike, the bassist and leader of NoFX, use on stage. I use this model because it's really light. It's not a real wood, in fact, and it's a really light model. And you have a pretty nice sound with it. It's a kind of rare model because it's not produced since 2006 or 2007. So there aren't many models on the market. I had to search a little bit before finding this one in the US, in Houston. It's a nice guitar. I mainly use it to play punk. And not metal in my covers. So that's it for my instruments. What can I show you? It's maybe this. As you can see, I'm a dire fan of Emperor and Ishan. So this is where I have of my vinyls. So limited vinyls. The Scattered to Ashes songbook, which is a really great help if you want to play some of the most known track of Emperor. I used it it has been done by Ishan himself, so you can find a better source for that. And I use it to record, to know the exact part for all guitars and bass, for Curse Your Man, The Tongue of Fire, The Lost and Curse of Reverence, Elegy of Icaros, The Spec the Night Spirit, The Entrance Empyrean, The World of Chamber, With Strength I Burn, and Innova Satan. So I cover almost all of the songs which are described in this one. I also have the In the Nightside Eclipse Emperor score, but unfortunately there is no tablature inside. It's a real music score, and I don't play and I don't read music, in fact, at all. The real notes, so I can't really use it. What can I show you is this, which is the one that Faust threw in the between I Am the Black Wizard and Innova Satana at the Hellfest in 2014, and you can see that I have this big poster, which is in fact extracted from this show, the Hellfest in Clisson in France, in 2014, and I guess I was just there. Maybe I think this is my arm. So first throw this, and I had the chance to catch it. And during the same Hellfest, I also had the chance to have my Imperial vinyl presentation signed by the band, by Samos, Faust, and Ishan. And recently I had the chance to be invited by Ishan staff in London for the first hearing of the new album Artist, which is now out. So it was in November, the 13th of November, and I also had this signed by Ishan himself. It was a really magical moment to meet inside Ishan live, and to be able to discuss with him. And maybe you read somewhere in the videos that I have some tattoos, and two are related directly to Emperor. This one, which has been done by Trym Thorson, so the drummer of Emperor. I went in Norway, in Notre Dame, especially for that. It was also a magical moment to meet one of my idols. And I've got also this tattoo, which is With Strength I Burn, which is for me the absolute favorite track of all time in music. For me, this is the best music you can hear. So I think we're done. Hope you liked it. Hope maybe this can answer some of the questions you have, maybe on the way I record the covers, or on the instruments I use. Thanks a lot for following me on YouTube. 100 subscribers is not that much, but it's already a big number for me. So I hope you enjoyed the covers. The next cover will be Innova Satana, in a collaborative cover with Fred Blanchard. Then I think we will also do a collaborative cover of Disassemble, the first track of the Artist record of Ishan. And maybe Until I To Dissolve, maybe some older Emperor tracks, maybe I Am the Black Wizard, I don't know yet. We will see what we will do. At the present time I don't have much time to record some music, but don't worry, I will come back with some new stuff for you. Thanks a lot, and hi.